Can you share your journey from being a finance professional to becoming a tutor in CIMA and ACCA? What motivated you to make this transition?
Yes, actually, I think it's a calling from God. I think because in 2007, I was going through a big crisis in my life and almost all the doors are closing. So then one of my colleagues only said that, it's good for me to start on a tuition career, which I never thought I had the gift of giving tuition. But then I just went on from a professional finance career to become a tutor in 2007.
You mentioned starting tuition in 2007 with your first student. What challenges did you face in establishing yourself as a tutor, especially in the early days of online education?
Yes, because in 2007 there was no Zoom and Team and all that kind of thing. It was only Skype. We had it at that time. So I had to start, actually one of my colleagues only gave me the first student. Of course, she's from Muratua. Then after that, I started going into overseas students, and 2 students from UK joined me in 2007 via Skype. And then, of course, after that, things began to change a lot for me. It was very challenging because I did not know how to give tuition in Skype and all that, but it was very challenging. But now, since 2007, right up to this date, I think I've produced about 500 students, CIMA students, and about 450 have already got qualified. And also about 100 ACCA students also I have now trained, and they also qualified. So it's been a very challenging journey, but yes, God has helped me a lot in my journey.
You've coached over 500 CIMA students and hundreds of ACCA students in AFM. What do you believe sets your teaching approach apart from others in the field?
Well, I had about 50 years of experience working in the both private sector and the government sector. So whenever I give tuition, it's not only just theory. I bring a lot of practical insight into my tuition methodology and giving them a lot of practical experiences, which makes a difference for the students, because most of them are just students or sometimes they are school leavers, but I give them a lot of practical insight, and that had been the success of my students.
How has your prior professional experience in finance influenced your teaching methods and the way you connect with your students?
Yeah, as I said, because of my practical experience, I could relate my tuition, the current contemporary things for the practical things. ACCA, CIMA, all are becoming, they are professionals. So they have to go into the commercial world. Otherwise, they will only know the theory stuff. But I give them that insight into their practical side of it, and that is a big success for each and every one of them.
What specific strategies do you implement to simplify complex financial concepts for your students?
Everything I take I try to make a story out of every situation, create a story relating to my experiences. I create a story for each and every complex theory. I give them very, very insight, very sort of a deep insight into the practical matters. The complex matters, I make it very, very simple. They can understand it in very simple language.
Can you elaborate on your experiences teaching students of varied ages, from 15 to 60 years and beyond? How do you tailor your approach for different age groups?
Yes, because my students actually they start from, because I start from EdXL right up to ACCA, CIMA. So 15 to 60, some of my students are. So what I do is, for me, each child each student is either my child or my grandchild or one of my brothers, kind of a situation. So they become part of my family. I don't take this tuition as a kind of a commercial thing. I give them more like a sort of as a family member. I give them tuition. So I give them knowledge in all what I know to the maximum possible. So that's what I do.
With the rise of technology in education, how do you incorporate online tools beyond Zoom to enhance the learning experience for your students?
Now, it's not only Zoom. Now, even things like artificial intelligence is coming. So we need to In fact, I'm studying artificial intelligence because we know the syllabuses are changing next year to bring artificial intelligence, etc. So we need to use technology, digital technology, real-time analysis, and even real-time information we need to give to the students. So it's a challenge, but anyway, I'm adapting to that challenge very well. And because I myself I study and I keep myself updated.
What inspired you to establish Cherry Academy Private Limited, and what are your long-term goals for the academy?
Yes, actually I started Cherry Academy some time back because I thought my knowledge, what I have, I should give it to the youth of today. So I started this academy and to promote tuition in a big way with the other tutors also. So far, I have not been able to sort of go that far. But anyway, my long-term plans are to, bring this education, commercial education to the children of Sri Lanka in particular and go into the rural levels also. That's my ultimate aim.
You mentioned producing several qualified accountants who now hold key positions in multinational firms. Can you share a success story that particularly stands out to you?
Because, I've been teaching for the last 18 years and there are from all over the world, like from UK, UAE, Australia, Middle East, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, all over the world. And most of them are today either a CFO or a CEO in one of those companies. So, still they contact me for whatever their needs. They contact me. So it had been a very successful story. In fact, I'm now going into the second generation. I taught the mother and I'm now teaching Sima to the daughter also. So the second generation also I'm doing it now.
As an educator, how do you keep yourself updated with the latest trends and changes in the finance and accounting fields?
Well, finance in any business is the heart of the business. So unless finance is activated, the whole business will collapse. Even a country will collapse if the finance systems are not very well organized. So I have to keep myself updated with all the new challenges that is happening in the finance field. For example, the environmental, social, governance aspects, which is one of the key themes in today's finance world. So I keep updated with all those things and I keep learning myself because even things like taxation, I need to keep up learning. So recently I followed a course and I got a diploma in taxation also. So I keep up myself with all the current trends in the business world.
What advice do you have for students who are currently struggling with their studies in finance, particularly those in CIMA and ACCA programs?
Well, these are very highly professional exams. The parents are investing a lot of money on their children, hoping that the children will succeed. So it's the responsibility of the children also to put up hard work. CIMA, ACCA, or for that matter, any professional exam is not easy. You need to do a lot of hard work. Your commitment is necessary. And you have to remember that your parents have invested money, hard-earned money in you. So the students need to put up a big effort to get through these exams.
Lastly, what message would you like to convey to prospective students considering enrolling in your classes?
Yes, I invite every one of the young students, come and join me. I'll give you a free demonstration lesson and then after that you can decide whether you want to follow up with me. But what I can guarantee is if you come to me, I will ensure that you pass your exams because in the last exam, I was the one who produced the #1 in Sri Lanka, ACCA Advanced Financial Management. So that's what I can offer every one of you. Whoever who joins me, there will be success for them.